really good for you. Welcome to Streams. On this edition of Streams, I'll be discussing on two fundamental issues that's dug entrepreneurs for so long. Good debt versus bad debt. You see, when people talk about debt, they lump it together as one entity. But there are what we call the good debts. The good debts are the debt which you have invested or you have used for things that will produce revenue for you. A good debt is a debt that will pay itself and also give you profit. Take, for example, if you take a loan or a capital from an angel investor to scale up your business, where you can increase your revenue and you can also make profit. As you are increasing the revenue of the company, of the business, you are paying back whatever your obligations are, and you are retaining the margins or the differences in terms of profit. Take, for example, also, if you take a loan from the bank to buy a property, whether a commercial property or any form of real estate, it could be a land, and appreciate in values, you sell it off, pay off the loan obligations, and you retain the profit, and you use it for other expansion in your business. But on the other hand, a bad debt is debt that you consume on liabilities. Maybe you go and take a debt to buy cars or to buy phone or to buy perishable products. Even to go to school could be a very bad debt, or to take a loan for wedding could be a very bad debt. But any debt you take to purchase things that appreciate is a function of your understanding about the rule of money, how to leverage money, how to utilize money to make more money. I will show you two statistics about 4 companies and 4 countries. Number one, look at Amazon and Jeff Bezos. In 1995, when he was launching out, he started in 1994 with some family support and funding. But in 1995, he took a kind of a startup capital from a form of an angel investor, Cleaner Packings, about $8 million to grow Amazon. And in 1997, he went public. You see, when companies go public, they use other people's money. They are making you to buy shares, and they are using your money to grow that business with a promise that someday they'll be able to pay you dividends. Today, Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world, over $1 trillion valuation. And Jeff Bezos, using other people's money, OPM, is the richest man in the world. Take Mark Zuckerberg also, for example. In 2004, he took an angel investor capital of $500,000 from Peter Thiel. And today, Mark Zuckerberg is about the 3rd richest person in the world. These are people who knows how to utilize debt to make money. Number 3 is Apple. Same thing. Number 4, Microsoft. So you can look at about 4 major companies. We go to Google, same story. They use debt. They use capital. They use what you will call debt. Instead of spending it on liabilities to go and buy Rolls Royce or car or things that are perishable, they use those debt or startup capital or loan, whatever you want to call it. They use that to grow their business. And today, they are the richest people in the world, and those companies are the biggest companies in the world. If they do not have those startup capital loans, you will not hear of Amazon, you will not hear of Apple, you will not hear of Facebook. Look at these countries, it's fascinating also. America is the biggest economy in the world. Number 1, superpower. Guess what? It has a GDP of 21 trillion. Do you know how much America is owing today? America is owing about 22 trillion, almost at par, 100% product GDP, and they are owing about the same amount. Look at China, number 2 country on the GDP list. The revenue of China is about 14 trillion, and they are owing about 6 trillion. The third richest economy in the world is Japan. They produce about 5 trillion worth of goods and services in a year. Guess how much Japan is owing? Japan is owing 2 times their GDP, about 11 trillion. And number 4 is Germany. Germany's GDP is about 4 trillion, and they're owing about 2 trillion. What am I trying to say? These are countries that have known how to utilize debt. Look at Britain. Every day they are borrowing money to balance their economy, to balance their budget, to spend on infrastructures. So economies of countries and companies are different because they are not taking those loans or capital to spend on liabilities or to spend on food or clothing. They are spending those monies to expand their business. So if you think like the biggest economies in the world and the most powerful nations in the world are the nations with the highest level of debt, and the biggest companies in the world are the companies that have taken a lot of capitals to grow their business. You will need to re-examine your understanding about debt and how to leverage capital or loans. What you just want to ensure is that you take the relevant trainings and knowledge about financial management. How do you make wise decisions when it comes to financial planning? How do you make sure when you take a loan, you're only using it to acquire assets, not liabilities? And some people go and take loan and they buy the most expensive car. You can buy the most expensive anything you want, provided revenue from your assets or your investments, like a cash flow, can pay for it. But if you are using money you should use to grow your business to buy liabilities, that's what we call a classic example of bad debt. But a good debt, on the other hand, are used to acquire assets or scale your business. The good debt pays for itself and puts some money in your pocket. So don't allow philosophy or your belief to stop you from utilizing the financial market to grow your business. If you take advantage of the financial market and the financial knowledge you may have acquired, you might be the next Amazon, you might be the next Facebook, you might be the next Apple. So grow that business. Take the knowledge that you need, train yourself. Don't take any loan without the relevant training or the relevant information on how to utilize the financial footprint or the loan you may have access to. I hope this is useful for you, and I hope it will change your mind about using capitals or financial support to grow your business. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. There's a link on this side, and I'll be sure to see you on the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.